Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih lima ughliqa wal khatim lima sabaqa nasir al-haqq bil haqq wal hadi ila siratikal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadri wa miqdaril azim. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna 'alan nabiy ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu 'alaihi wa sallimu tasliman. Sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallama tasliman. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun 'alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Shukran, Imam Jallo. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of mercy, thou whose throne is in the heavens above, and the earth thy footstool, we continue to come before you and to present the people of Jambur before your throne of grace. And we continue to pray that you will grant unity and peace among the people who live in this village. And we continue to pray that as we hear witnesses coming out with their stories, that you will grant healing, you grant reconciliation and reparation. And we continue to pray that you, who is the Lord that heals all sicknesses and diseases, we bring before you all who have been affected by the concussions that they drank in 2009 and has affected so many in various ways. We do ask that of your compassion, that your healing will spread among them and heal their bodies. And we continue to pray that as we hear today, being our last day, that the sittings, the hearings, and all will augur well, both for the villagers and for the whole nation, the Gambia. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Odeko. Council, are we ready to get the witness in and start our proceedings? If so, please proceed.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I'll ask the usher to help us bring in the witness.
Thank you.
I, Abdoulaye Bojang.
I, Abdoulaye Bojang.
I, Abdoulaye Bojang.
Nte Abdoulaye Bojang.
Do swear that
Mbenkali lako.
I'll speak the truth,
Mbetonyale fola.
the whole truth,
Tonyabe.
and nothing but the truth.
Nte femfola jang sala mi make tonyate.
So help me God.
Alama alendema.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning to the audience, and good morning to you, Mr. Witness.
Council ko alisama isama chairman alisama commissioner alisama mobe sedo itafanan isama.
Welcome once again to the TRC.
Akabe bismillah ndila kotake TRC jang.
Yesterday you had brought in Dr. Sise's wife, Mba Masire.
Unung itale Dr. Sise la musonati jang Mba Masire.
Welcome back.
Bismillah kotake.
I just want to know if the glasses are prescription, so it will be easier for us to...
Akolu ne tonying alaftalo na fodung nya jarala le afwe priya dumba fodung amunta ifangale kadun ro.
Nganya di mosunu ni waro wala nga ngadun.
Well, I had an eye pain these days, that's why I'm wearing it. My eyes were giving me a problem.
Oh, it's okay. If you can't do without it, you can put it on.
Okay.
So, ibabola fo ibadunale.
Sadu no nyato, sabo no fana.
Well, I can put it on later and I can take it off now.
Well, thank you very much. Just to ease your testimony today, I know you're very fluent in English, and you may be faced with the temptation of answering the questions immediately when I ask in English. Since you have opted to give your testimony in Mandinka for the benefit of the audience, I'll ask that you wait for the interpreter before you answer a question. For today, we are going to cover a few issues. First, we'll deal with the background questions for us to know who you are and your educational background. Then we'll dwell into the family relationships in Jambur. Then we'll deal with the incidents of April 10 and 11. The impact on that, the impact on you. And we'll move on to the witch hunt. And you will give us a wider scope of the impact within the community. And you will also provide us with details of the number of people that were taken away from Jambur. For the start of your testimony, that has to do with your background, I would suggest we do that in English. Then when we move into your evidence, then we'll start that in Mandinka. I hope you're comfortable with that.
Yes, that's okay.
Thank you very much. Can we start now?
Okay. My name's Abdoulaye Bojang.
My apologies, Mr. Bojang. You have to wait for the questions. Can you please tell us your name?
My name is Abdullah H. Boja.
When and where were you born?
I was born in Jambur village here.
What year was that?
September 22nd, 1958.
Can you give us a brief brief detail of your educational background?
I was enrolled.
My apologies for stopping you. I just want the interpreter to also interpret it in Mandinka for the benefit of the wider audience here. Thank you. Just go ahead, please.
I was enrolled in Jambur Primary School
Ngakarang fulo Jambul primary karambungole to.
in 1964.
1964 sangokono.
And took my exams
Nanna londi konti boke.
and proceed to Brikama Senior Secondary School
Ntata Brikama Senior Secondary karambungoto.
up to 1974.
And for 1974 sangokono.
When I completed that school,
Bringa o karambungo bang.
I returned back home
Nseta nan suokono.
without a job,
Are utumo mando kusoto.
without further education.
Alung mantenten karangola fanang.
I came to support my sick parent.
Nata na wulula membe sasaring purka makoi.
Up to 1977,
Hani for 1977.
I went on police selection.
Ntata mo tombondula purka police ya purka ke police oti.
I was enlisted as a police constable.
Yenta yenke police constable oti wolem police dokula.
I had my training
Nalna police karangoke.
and was posted at Banjul Police Station,
Biringa karango bang yen samba banyunu police station o fangoto.
transferred to Brikama Station
Inatan saundi katabrika ma police station oto.
in 1979.
1979 sangokono.
1981,
Between 1981
I returned back to Banjul,
muruta kota ke Banjul.
worked at the charge office,
Ntata do kola office oto charge office ika molu konti bodamen.
worked at the communication office,
Nado ko ke fanang ela chokinyolo bunda la communication.
and worked as an intelligent officer.
Nado ko fanang ke pur kullo kisi kisi la.
I completed that in 1983,
Ngod bang 1983 sangokono.
came back to Jambur here,
Muruta nan jambur jang.
was then employed in the same 83,
Ateo 83 sang kilin kono ngado ko soto.
around November, October.
November, October, karolu mafanna.
I was employed by Africana Security Company,
Africana Security Company wale yenta do ko la utumo.
owned by one black American.
Munta America mo findole tamu do ko bundati.
I worked for him for six years.
Nay do ko ke sanji woro.
I was employed by USAID
Utumo ngado ko soto fanang USAID America la makoer bunda.
on the United States Embassy.
Bo tumo nak je America la embassy wala bunda la moti.
Then another company came
Utumo company do fanan nata.
called Working Hot.
Ikafai working hot.
It was formed by Americans.
Americano leo do ko bunda fanan londi.
When they came here,
Ri nata jang.
I was recommended to them by USAID personnel.
To USAID America la makoer bunda wole nata ya maro di wala prunte la ko.
Then before giving me a job,
Arjani be do ko dilan na.
he gave me an exam.
Nalondi konti bo kije.
I don't know those Americans.
Malong mo Americano lulong.
They don't know me either.
Imallom fanang.
What they told me is that
Ya mem fonye wala mnyintiko.
if you don't pass this exam,
Ni manyi londi konti bo ganye.
we will not give you a job.
Te do ko dino lela.
Then they gave me an exam.
Nalondi konti bo ke.
I went through it.
La ya ke nganyeta.
The first day,
Alum follow.
it was tough to cross it.
Akoleatal de pruka do akara ka tamandi.
They gave me one more chance.
Nata sila do din na koteke.
Then I repeated it.
Na sayin kang.
And when they were coming to me,
Pri bina lante kang.
I saw them clapping.
Na je kabulo kosi.
I told them what happened.
Koy mune keta.
They say, you've made it.
ikonye ya ganyele
and I pick up that position.
bitu ngau palaso ta otumole
Up to 1996,
and for 1996
I resigned from the embassy
nte fangale do ko sayndi kabo embassy onyinto
and start my own business
am fansun safar bunda damuta
up till now.
fokana bula bila.
In which year were you enlisted into the police?
Sanjuma long yedunta police do kola
November of 1977.
November 1977
November 7th, 1977.
November karotil worowla 1977
And which position were you given at the American embassy?
America la embassy to bribe do kola je ye makama jumale dilaje
These are contracted jobs.
mu contract do koleti
I was the operations chief.
yo do ko tamandi bunda la nyaton ko operations chief mbewole to.
What is your current occupation now?
Saying ibe mun do ku façon la
I am the proprietor of my business.
nde fangale tamum fansun julaya bundati.
You've told us that you operate a business.
Yenyum fonyen ko ibe safaro le tamandi kan.
What kind of business do you do?
Mun safar façon ne moti
We provide physical security for Standard Chartered.
nte leka kantoro nin tanka bunda tamandi Standard Chartered bundaye
And other local vendors.
ani bunda kotango lumen be banko kanjal.
I will assume that you're married.
Mbenye mutala ko fututale
I was.
mfututale lung
Can you tell us how many children you have?
afonyen ye dindin jelle soto
I had 16 children.
na dintang anin woro le soto.
And why did you say you had instead of you have?
Bulan iko abbi fututal lung amanke ko saying abbe bulu be futuri
Because one of my child passed away.
na dindin kilimu bandal.
Can you tell us the circumstances in which your child passed away?
Afonyen ilaw dindingo ala bango keta nyadile
He was shot.
ya bunke solla
In which incident was your child shot?
mun kule be kering hanu fo ila dindingo itata abung
He was shot on April 10.
ya bung April karo til tang.
What was the name of your child?
Dindingo nyin todung
Lamin A. Boyd.
dindingo to Lamin e Bojang.
Mr. Bojang, I do apologize for making you relive that horrific incident.
Mr. Bojang council ko se haketu pour que hakilo murundi wo ku sangaro kang
The circumstances under which your child has passed away,
kolu menu be kering menkete la dindingo la saya sababoti.
the Commission is very much interested in it.
Commission ila sula bale ba kono
So I'll have to ask you a few questions on that.
faye nyininkar dantan na wo ko kono.
Can you tell us what happened on that day, April 10th?
Afonye wo April karo til tang wo lungo muneketa.
I wasn't in town.
Mantala nung banko kang
I sat on a trek on Sunday, April 9th,
ntata tamo la nung April karo til kononto.
with my wife Kadjatu.
Nina muso Kadijatu.
She said she has never been to Basse.
Akana na mantanum base
So she has to go with me.
fo naita nyola
When we were about to go,
rim pareta tala
Lamin came to me.
la minna tankang
He asked me to get him a bangle
akonga bulukango sangaye
if I arrive in Basse.
nimfutata base
And like how people can have a final discussion with their family or kids before departing.
amunta nimmo be tamala anin ala dimbayalu kakkacha fasongolu menu ke men satara jannabe wulila kata
I told him, is that what you wanted?
nka fodum ilafta wulela
He said yes.
akonye ha
I told him that I will surely bring it for you.
nka enko nin ala sontamba natile
Then we left.
boto butumolem tol bota jang
We arrived in Basse,
mfutata base
spend the night,
nga suto laje
Monday in the morning,
tenelung somanda
April 10,
april karotil tang
I went to the Standard Bank
ntata standard bank
on a meeting
ntata bengol la jenu
with some staff.
anen do kulalu dolu
Then about an hour or two in the meeting,
nga montoro wati kilinkata wati fula ke bendulato
one Diminga Cisse,
mo sotonta ka fama diminga sise
a former manager to Standard Bank,
men nena keta manager tinu standard bank
popped into the room
aduntana mbunyin kono bendulato
and told me that, Bojang, have you heard of what's going on in Serekunda?
akonye bojang ya mo ile membe ke kan serekunda bang
I stopped the meeting
nga bengo nyin kuntuje
and told her, no, I haven't heard it.
nga hani mamoyi
She said to me, there is a demonstration going on.
akonye ha dindinglu be balamba ya le be serekunda
Part of Standard Bank Serekunda's window pane was smashed.
serekunda la standard bank bunyin ala palantero dula sotonta e damente
Then I continue on the meeting.
mutumolem na ta tentem bengo nyinna
But that time there were no death reported to me
bare mutumo e mansaya kuma fonye
because I was made to understand that demonstrations,
otumo ngamen faham wolem nyinde ko balamba ya
you can just do it
isa keno
without a problem.
satara koleate sotolaje
So I was not expecting death out of it.
mantara jikirin ko saya be kala ko kono
Then we wrap up the meeting.
ringa bengo ke fanga mbandi
I left Basse around 5, 6,
mbota basi tala lulu kata tala woro kan
coming back home.
mbe sey kanang
At the point when they told you about an ongoing demonstration,
wato men yewo balamba ya kibaro foye
did you know the people that were involved in the demonstration?
foyalo ne utumo jumanyo lebe wo mammango ke kan
I guess Diminga told me that it was the students.
ako ay nyimmuta ko diminga ya fayne ko talibo lebe mammankan
What came to your mind when you were told that it was students that were involved in a demonstration?
kune dunta e hakilo kono utumo biri ko en ko talibo lewe nyimmamango ke kan
My thoughts were that it's just normal.
na miraro kata nyine tiko nyin kolu kule men se keno se keno adata kelale
At that time, I wouldn't know the cause of the demonstration.
bari o tembo malo mune ye wo balamba ya sabu dindingo law mamman
I haven't heard of demonstration before going to Basse.
kato janinga ta base mam balamba ya nyin kibaro moy
Can you tell us what happened upon your return?
afanye mbiri muruta nan mune keta
Then on my return,
to mbirin seita nan
we came up to Pirang around Faraba end.
nkata hanfo piramma fang la kana faraba janjango la je
I was able to tune one of the local FM stations.
tumo lem ngarajo bungolu kilim mutajing fm radio bungolu
I heard Ibrahim Silla,
ngamoy ibrahima silla
a BBC reporter at that time,
bbc la kibar bondila membe nun jang
the current Minister of Information.
saying atelo minister ti nyim banko kan memmarta kibarol
I heard him reporting on the BBC
ngamoy abe kibarolu fo kan bbc la radio bungoto
that shots were fired
ko kires ke solu faytale
and some students were killed.
adu je talibolu dolu faale
I looked at my wife.
nganna muso jibe
She looked at me.
ayen jube
We were on conversation that time.
mbe kacha kanne nu wotumo
We stopped the conversation.
ma kacha kuntu
I was still listening to the radio.
kato tumo mbella moy ka radio la hanibi
And when we came further down,
birin natanan kana katanan jamma fam la
I
domandi
picked up my phone and called home.
nganna telefono cika ngayya kumandi
That time,
otumo
one of my niece were staying with me,
mbarindingu kilimbem feje suoko
called Mam Fai Bojang.
ka fay mam fay bojang
I called her on the phone
nga kumandi telefono to
and asked her what's going on there.
nga nyinin ka mune be kerinje
She told me that, hey, our place here is too wild today.
a konye na jambe sangara rimbake bi
There were burning of tires.
ye moto singulu jani
There were shots.
kesolu fighter
But she didn't tell me whether somebody died or not.
para ma fonye fomo fata fomo mamfa
Then, can I continue?
At this point,
tansul ko nyin tembeng
were any of your children going to school?
la dindingul kono fomo bi jele membita kan karamungo
Lamin was going to school and some of his youngest.
la men bita kan karamungo to ana dokolu dolu
He was my first son.
tele mun dinke folote
What school was Lamin going to?
la men bita kan num karambunjumale to
Nusrat High School.
Nusrat High School
Can you tell us what happened afterwards?
silang tente ya fonye mune nata ke okola
Then I came home,
bitun saytanan suwo kono
parked up my vehicle.
nganna moto londi
I found curiosity seekers.
nata nga mo kumpa balolu tara suwo kono
They were standing by.
ibe loring
Even if they knew something happened,
hanni ya lon ko kuketa
they didn't tell me anything about nothing.
imam fem fonye folo wotumo
Then I came,
birin nata
parked the car,
nga moto londi
jumped on the motorbike,
nga masim mata
and headed to Banjul
ngantilim kata banjul
to see whether I can be able to get the child out there.
ruka jibe fonsita dindingo bondino nanje
I assumed that he might have been wounded
nganyum muta ko asekeno ya barama
or hiding somewhere.
walla abe nundi ndula do to
Was it usual for people to be gathered in the compound?
fodum adal takelale pour molie ben kordato je bang
No.
hani
You've already had that some people were shot,
wotumo nak ya moyle foka pare ko ye modolu bunne
and you
before-
came. My apologies. And you came to the house and found people there.
adum grinata ila soto ye mol dol taraje
Yeah, I found people hanging on,
yes ngamolu taraje
and before going to the hospital,
jannin ngabo je kata l'hopital
there was one Lamin Jaju,
mobi je ka famo la min jaju
a friend to my son.
ndimma terlo moti
I sent someone to him.
ngamo kiya kan
To see whether he was with the boy at his compound.
fodum itellebe nyokan walla suwo kono bang
The child came back
dindigo muruta nan
and told me that
ay nyum fanyen ko
he hasn't seen it.
amaje
Then I went to the hospital.
otumo len tata l'hopitano to
I was in shots.
otumo kurti sutumle fama benna
When I reached there,
rim futata je
I found the nurses.
ngano solu taraje
Children were crying.
dindigol be kumbo kan
The hospital was busy.
l'hopitano nyinto je molu be detering do ko sembo be wararing
The wounded children were crying.
dindim baramaringol be kumbo kan
The injured kids were crying, like I said.
ko dindingol menu baramata wol be kumbo kan
People were wailing around.
molu be wuri kanje wotumo
I strolled around. I checked in all the rooms.
ntamanta ngabo l'hopitano la bunkono lu kono be
I
jibe
couldn't see my son.
mandimmaje
Then I came back,
birim muruta nang
met up with the nurses.
nin no solu ye ñoje ni benta
I asked them,
ne ñinin ka
I'm asking for my son.
nkan dimmale la ko ñinin
They
ka
say, what's the name of your son?
ko ñe dimma to dum
I told them Lamin Ebojang.
ko e lamin e bojang
They were quiet. I saw them
ye de
looking at one another.
ngaje ka ñojube
They told me that,
ye ñim fonye
yes, he is here,
ko ñe haabi janne
but you cannot see him.
but ita jeno la
I was very wild.
nkam fata
I tried to trouble them,
nga kata pour que sangare bulu
but they were still calm.
bari o ñawñandi itel bet ye kolu sono yandi
And I became myself.
wotumo len sondo mo murutanam fankan
Then I told them that I had to go till in the morning, I'll come back.
nkoye woto mbita la somanda ngana murun nang
I returned back home
nseyta suwo kono
and found my wife there with the family.
nanna musonin dimbayalu tara suwo kono
When she asked me,
biraye ñinin ka
where is Lamin?
lamin le
I told her that.
nkaye
They said
iko
he's there,
abije
but I cannot see him.
nteta a jeno la
We cannot sleep overnight.
man suto sino
Because
katu
I learned
nata ñin lonko
my manhood
na ntela keya
to be a man.
ka ke kewoti
I learned something from my child.
nga fen karal na dindingo bulu
I brought him up.
nga akulu
He was my first son.
atele mun dim foloti
I knew
na long
how I passed through my parents
nte tambitan na wululalu bulo kono ñami
who were not landed.
menu man karang
But they had to support me for my education.
bari ye makoy pour kan karandi
This child,
ñin dindingo
he was an intelligent child.
dindingo ñin hakkilo diyata
The examination results
ala londi konti bo kibarolu
from LK
kabo LK
to
karambo
Nusrat High School
kata Nusrat High School
were perfect.
wolu beteyata fatambita
And all his exams
andu ala londi konti bolu be
he used to come out first.
atele ka ganyo ke katambi talibe dolu bela atele
Otad.
kara kunton ko yala
Or third
ninga mawosoto abu katambi sabanjang wala
throughout his school.
ala karam wuce wonyim be kono
So we were very sad at home
bala fa dun tan kono suwo kono
because
katu
if the child was at the hospital
natara be lopitano to nun
and he was injured,
andun abaramatale nun
they would have allowed me to see him.
be sonnale nun ngaje
Why are the nurses telling me that
munan na nosolu ka fa
you
nyen
cannot see your child?
ite la dindingu jeno la
Then I was expecting the worst
woto tumole mjikila teta
to come out.
pour ka je ko kobe laban na nyami
And when I went there the following day,
asa mo birin tata je
9 o'clock,
talan konon to somanda
I met them.
ni e ñoje
There was one Dr. Cisse.
mo bije ka fo me Dr. Cisse
I think he was now late.
ngamira sain abantale
A short guy.
ke sutungo
He called several nurses, about 6 of them.
ay nos jama kumandi mo
They-
woro ñong
They took me to a room.
yen samba bungo do kono
I was following them
mbe no kan
with my camera.
ninna camera
And the bangle that my child said, let me buy for him in Basse.
anin bulu kango men akonga sanga ye base
I wrote his name on the silver bangle.
nga to fangale safe ñing kodi foro bulu kango bala
We had a meeting.
nga bengo ke
The doctor told me that, Dr. Cisse told me that,
Dr. Cisse ko ñen ko
Bojang, it's with regret.
bojang ñing keta nimisoti
We had to tell you that your son passed away.
mba falen ko di mama mbalu
It was a very sad moment.
wakata balafati wotembo
They said, that's his shoes.
iko nyala samatolu fele
When I glanced,
biringa jibe
when I saw the shoe,
biringa samatolu je
I knew that true the guy has died.
ngalon tonya abantale
Then I asked them, why is the dead body?
ngeni ka fure nyille
They led me to the dead house.
yen samba fure bungoto
When I arrived there,
birim futata je
they pulled the tray.
ye balankaro nyin sabanan
He was laying down
abe lari menkan
in a pink pea short.
abe kurti sutungu bala mem
The
na wule o lamfuta domanding
The head was placed in a nylon bag.
akungo be nylon boto kono
Blood was coming.
yelo be findikanga kono
Then I placed the bangle on the hand
mfangole bulu kawta ngaka bulola
and took a photograph of it.
na anatal
I became myself.
na sondo mo murutan kan
From there, I couldn't cry at all.
kaboje mankumbo no kotake
Then I was around.
mbije
We asked them for them to give us the dead body.
na ikanin puriye fure o nyin dinna
It was impossible.
amanke no
They asked us to go till the following day
ikongata hanfo wo somo
because the doctor's remark were not prepared.
katu doctor olu nyanta kuma kangolu menu safela wolu mampare
You told us that while going to the hospital,
tenyim fonyen ko biribita kalopitano to
you took a camera with you.
inin camera tata nyola
Why did you decide to take a camera with you?
munana inin natal langu tata nyola
I am a security officer.
ndemu kanto nin tankada do kulaleti
I believe in records and reference.
lata nyinnale ko ko kundin anyanta kala kuleti mosi men sedeano
Did the doctors explain to you the circumstances under which your son was shot?
ko doctor oli ya foenne idimma ya bun nyama bang
They did.
ya fole
What happened there was that
men kata je wolem
when I took the photograph,
binga natalo nyinta
the heads were in the nylon bag,
akuma be nylon boto kono
black nylon bag.
nylon boto fingo
I asked them to take it out.
nko ya bondi
They took it out.
biri ya bondi
I saw where he was shot.
ngaje utumole keso ya madame
Above the ear a little bit.
atulo ye santo la demanding
He was shot from this side.
ya aminto mafang
On the right hand side of the head,
keso ya ma buluba karole la
above the ear.
atulo ye santo la demanding
How did you feel when you saw that?
ibiri o jatumo menna duntela nyadile
Very, very bad.
akata ku sangarabati ku jawba
Did you get to find out who was responsible for what happened to your son?
inata lonne bang menkete dingola akata jumale ya sababu
Actually, when I came down from Basse
brimbota nambase
and happens to find this here in Serekunda,
birinata ngani kolu tara nyato serekunda
then I was doing my own investigations.
mfango fanan yem fansum kisi kisi roke
But it was openly mentioned that
bari ye nyum fo kene bato ko
the students were on demonstration
talibolu be mamangole lanu
because of the grievances they had
kaatu ye kamfa dale soto
on the security personnel
kanto nin tankada bunda do kulalu kamma
for the interrogation of the guy in Brikama
pour ye memmuta birikama kan fo ya nyininka
who was tortured
ya men tajire ya
and killed.
han fo afata
Eventually, he died of the torture.
yo tajire ya men kala wala na take ala sa ya sababoti
And the female student
ani musu talibo me yalon ko
who was raped
me yalon ko ya nyapin kan
at the
stadium moto
at the time.
wotumo
Do you know where your son was when he was shot?
yalon dindingu nyimbe damen birin keso ba babunna kesola
To my knowledge,
na londo to
he has left for school
abota suwo kono kata karambungo to
in the morning.
somanda
That's it.
bitun wala kata cold
But what I was told
bari nata mem fonye
was that
wolem
they were on the highway.
ibe silabale kan
I believe he might have been the tallest among.
na asike lata la ko atele jam fata wudolu beti
He was a tall guy,
katu mo jangolem
taller than me.
wala jam fata ate fangoti
Yeah.
ha
Do you know which highway it was?
yalon ne silaba jumale munum
From Westfield Johnson
kabo Westfield sila kumbengo to
towards Iceman
kata Iceman ka
before the PIU.
janni be futala PIU.
And how did you receive this information?
Yin kibaro inata usoto nyadile
On students' narration,
talibol famon la sataroto
because there were coroner's inquest
katu ninyi nyonku kata hanfo mo banta menno ka o frewol la polu safe
and a commission was held also.
inata kisikisir bunda fana londi
But prior to all those things,
bari janni wolu bebe kala
people talk,
molu kadiyamule
newspapers are on.
kibar kaytol fanal be saferola
That's why I picked my sources.
nanna kibarolu ta wolleto.
Were you eventually given your son's body?
Fadum inata idingu frewo dilale bang
They did.
ya dinnale
After how many days was this?
ko yettili jelle ta janni be frewo dilela
Probably 2 days.
ay tilfula tale
We got them on Wednesday,
na frewo nyin soto arabalung
if I am not forgotten.
ni manyina
Do you know which group of people were responsible for shooting your son?
yalon ne wo men ye bundiro kewonya ibota kafu jumale kono
The PIU.
PIU
After the death of your son,
ridimma banta
did you receive any condolence from the government with respect to what happened?
man sakunda nata sanga kontondir futandi male bang pour nyemmen ketateng
They did.
yakele
But
ari
during those days,
wotilolu kono
other people were mentioning that
modolu be nyim fokanko
the opposition set
oppositionolu
their children
wolle la dindingulu ki
to demonstrate against the sitting government,
pour yeta balambaya ke man sakunda bulu membe siring
which was not the case.
me yalon ko wo manke kuti wo manke kusotorinti
How can I be within the group of people
nte sitarano ka fo molu kono nyaadile
who will have to select their children
menu si i dingulu tombong
to face the government here
pour wol kata lo man sakunda
while I
nyaati
go down on Trrc in Basse?
wotumo dun nte fango wututan kon kata tamasilo la kata basi
It was totally wrong
a manke ku sotorinti ku
and
kilindi kumolo
upsetting.
andun a diminna warata
Apart from your son,
idimma kola
do you know of other people that died during this incident?
fo isibo akala mo dolu menu fata akonyin kono
I don't know any one of them.
me dodon dillong
But when this thing happened,
bar birinyin keta
I was able to pick up names of all the students
na katale hanu fo ngatali bolu be tolu soto
and their telephone numbers
anila telephone nombalu
and part of their parents.
anila wululalu dolu
I did that
mfango yoke
within those days.
wotilolu kono
Why did you deem it necessary to trace the other victims and their parents?
mulana yenyum ta puru dindindolu menu banta akwo kono ka walla ko no masata ani wululalu
It's for reference.
nyimu puru fankanto leti
I don't know any one of these people,
manyimolu han kililong
but I
bari ngalong
knew
ngalong ko
that
ko
a day like today must come.
bi ñol lungu be nalale.
While speaking to you this morning,
Mbedia mu kayitu mo men na bi somanda
just before the hearings,
jannim bina sila jang
you had given me a list
ye kayiti safari mo dinna
containing names of the parents and the deceased of April 10 and 11, 2000.
yo dindingulu men yalon ko ye bum ifata ini wululalu tolu be kayto kono men keta April karotil tan anin karotil tan nin kilingo 2000.
I'll give you back the list
mbe kayto nyi murundile kan
so that you can identify it,
isaju be fo lembang
and I will put it in evidence.
bitun sake sede kayto lu kono.
Yes, this is the actual paper.
Nyina mu kayto nyinti
Can you please show the commissioners the list?
iko asi kayto nyi yitande commissioner lu fanal la.
No, we don't know. I just wanted to ask a few questions about this list that you compiled.
Lafta nyinin kar dantale kala nyin kayto la nyin tolu safe damento.
How did it feel going from one victim to the other, inquiring about their people?
Nyin ko keta yata nyadile ay ita fanga duntela nyadile pour ka bodoya kata doya ibe nyin molu la ko kisi kan ka ako nyinin ka.
Remember
Hakilo sibula ko
that we were all congregated
ntelu be bentale nung
at the dead house.
fure bungoto.
Then I communicated with them
Ni dia mutajele
and I saw the dead bodies
nga fure uluje
and their parents were standing by.
e ulula lu beloring
I talked to them,
ndia muteye
got their names,
ne tolu soto
got the names of the deceased.
nga dindim fure ulu fanalu
Phone
tolu
numbers.
safe ni la nem telephone nombalu
That's it.
aketa wala nyama.
You said you were all congregated at the dead house.
Kansul ko iko albebe bendin num fure bungoto.
What was the atmosphere like that on that day at the dead house?
Wotun kolu be lari nyadi le wolung fure bungoto je.
People were very wild.
Molu be kamfari be sangare rimbake.
Some were planning to go inside and receive the corpse,
Dolu pareta nyina la kadun kono to kate ila molu fure okama.
but they had to be stopped,
Fo mbari mo dolle yolu londi ka fo munya ye sabari.
giving them that before they handing up, informing that before these corpses were handed over,
Ka fo janni be nyim fure olu dile la.
they need to know the cause of death.
Nyanta lon na le mune ye dindingulu nyili fa.
They cannot release the corpse like that.
Ite fure olu nyili bulanu la wonya.
And we had to agree.
Adum fereti je fo fanali ye song.
Within that time,
Bitu wo wuche kono.
I picked up a pen and a paper,
Nakala nin kaito ta.
spoke to all these parents.
Nin wulula lu bedi amuta.
Later on,
O kola lemu.
even the guys at Brikama Bar,
Hani menu be brikama ba.
I was able to get them to
Ngeolu fanalu sotong.
compile this list.
Otumolo nganyin kaito dada.
And there is one chap among them
Mo kilimbe ikonoje.
whom I was very much concerned of.
Menna kuo hakilo bakam ba.
We don't know the child's name.
Man dindingu nyin tolong.
The child died.
Dindingu nyin banta.
All the parents claimed the dead bodies of their loved ones,
Wulula lu be yela dinding frewlu ta.
except one individual.
Fomo killing.
He's a male chap
Kewalem
below the age of 18.
awulu sama man sanji tannin saisi
He was shot on the jaw.
ya bun anga ngaleto
The jaw was completely shattered.
anga mumbe bele teta
The tongue drops on the chest.
anengo ka jina nga
You cannot look at him.
ibuka jubeno
You cannot identify him.
ibuka suteno jumalo
I was very much concerned about him.
wala ko aduntan na bak
When I was pulling the charity for my child here,
birimbe sada bokan dingo
I
ye jang
pulled the charity for that guy.
ngafo dinu ngaw dinu fanana sada bondile
Whom I don't even know.
mammem fangolong
That's it. I don't know the child.
malong fang
And I don't know if even if government is doing something about it.
adu malong fang fo man sakunda be kuke kan
Where
akwoto
was this child? Where was this child from?
nyindindingu malo abuta damen
Was he sent by his parents?
awululalle akibang
Did he cross from the ferry?
fate tanam feriwole labang
Is there anybody concerned about this child?
fo mo be lori nyindindingu la kola le bang
There is no answer for it still.
hanimbe bimento jabiri manke akwola
Can you recall the age range of the children that died on that day?
dindingu lu menu fata wolung i wulutilo fo e hakilo sibulano e wuli usangol labang
Teenagers.
e be mu dindingu leti menu man sanji mu wango soto
My child was 18 years, 6 months.
ndingu benu sanji tanni say kari
He
woro
was at grade 11.
abe grade 11 la wutumo
And the rest were younger ones too.
dolu fanale bije wolu mu dindi mal leti
Himself
ate fango
and one prayer
anim prera konton kilim
are the tallest.
itelle jamfata dindin dolu beti
The rest were young ones.
dolu mu dindin dingol leti
And there was another one in Talinding.
do fanam bije mem bota talinding
He was also very young.
ate fanam mu dindin merengolti
After meeting with the parents on that day in the mortuary,
birini wululali nyoje wolum fure bumoto je
did you subsequently meet with them again?
fo ini nata nyoje le kota ke bang au kola
Yes, we did.
ha nga nyoje le
We contacted one another on that phone
o telefono kar nyo kumandi wolela
to try to meet,
pour ka kata ka beng
to make a headway.
pour nsi silota no nyameng
And in those days,
andum wotilo lukono
I remember
hakilo bakang
I attended only 2 meetings.
ndefa ma beta beng fulale to
One of our meetings,
na meeting kilin solo
when I realized that
biringaje ko
there are some people in the gathering
modo lu be bengoto je
who were not part of it.
menu manyan na terla
I attended the meeting first
ma
day,
beta bengoto silum folo
then we have to shift it again.
ko kola nata saundi
On the other meeting, when I came again,
bendo to birin nata kotake
I read the gathering.
nga jube roke ben molu men be bendinje
I never turned up again
manata bengoto kotake
because the gathering was blended
katu benalu menu nata je nyamitale
by faces that I don't know.
modolu nata ma be je mammennu long
I back off.
ndenganda bondije
Who were the people that were not part of it and yet they were in the meeting?
tuma nyolle mu nyiliti menu nata ma be bengoto adung itelu manyan natarla je idati je
I would call them the suspicious people,
mba fala ko wolle moluti sobo kake mennula
probably from the state intelligence,
asikeno e bota banko la kullo police la bundale la
or
walla
one of the enablers.
walla menu dabe akonyin kono men e konyim fangoke
I wasn't comfortable.
a manke kuti men ye men solo yatam fe
I never attended the meeting again.
mamma be be nyin to kotake
While in the meeting,
bilal be be nyin to
did they do or say anything that
Omo
made you label them suspicious?
fo e kuleke walla e kumale fo men ya kendi keta sobin na moluti
No,
hani
because
katu
I have got myself familiar
nte mu moleti me ya lon ko ngakatale nganyin ko korosi ngajube
with most of the parents,
nin wululalu menu bije wulu mo jama be kono
and I got the names
ngatolu soto
and familiarized myself with the faces.
andu ngakata nga nyadalu sute
We cannot even discuss something tangible
mbuka ku keno fon mbuka kacha no fon kacha sobela
because
katu
we knew that
na lonko
demonstration was crossed.
nyin demonstration wala dindingul law mamango ye
Illegally.
symbole la kan melni loi mantaño
Illegally.
melni silo mantaño la
Demonstrations,
balamba yalu
I was a cop.
nte faŋo ne keta police oti
in 1977
1977 saŋo
up to
kono
1983
fo 1983 saŋo kono
when I resigned.
nte faŋo le yen daha
I have never witnessed
nene manke sedeti
a demonstration.
ka ñim balambaya façon lu
The
je
demonstration that I knew,
nte nga balambaya mennu long
the knowledge that I have in the police,
nga londo men soto police
and the knowledge that I have from the U.S. Embassy,
ani nga londo men soto American
where we
embassy
have diplomatic training team
damen nga karandirla kafo soto
coming into the
ka-
country to give us some ideas
mennu kana banko kan karandi o ku façon
on basic security activities.
men keta kanton nin tankada do koti
Demonstrations should not be a problem.
wo manjan la kala kole a koti ni molu findita kela ngan yolu yitandi
But
bari
the students were denied.
i balanta talibolu bulu wala le
That's why the law was broken completely.
luwa tiñata jele fereng
The students were denied.
i talibolu bali
If the permit were given to them,
ni e pamito dila nun
even 2 police officers
hanna be kala police fulati
can be able to guide them,
wol sitarano e fele ke
go
kanta
down
ke
to
danda
the point,
yeta hanu fo dinkirañin to
mention their grievances.
ila kam fadalu yew yitandi
Government representative
man sakundala mo
is
tombo dimo
expected to come out
woli ñanta fintila nanne
and talk to the
ye
guys
diamu dindinguli ye
and give them promises,
ye la hidi
attend to them,
ya kata ye la kolu
and they
topodo
disperse.
ye janjang
Simple.
awo sono yata
But the problem that the country has now,
bari kole ya ko membe banko kan kanabula sainna
the previous government,
man sakunda membi
they
jallu
attach
itelie mem muta
evilness
ye setano
on demonstration.
ye wole den din balambaya ko
And that's wrong.
wolum manke silati
That's wrong. That's very wrong.
wo musila jawoleti
Demonstrations,
balambaya kolu
they should have permit.
a ñanta pamito sotonale
They should be guided by police.
polisol le ñanta idandanna
And now what they are talking about is that
bari sa be men fo kan wolem ko
the police are going to protect
polisol le be kantaro kela
the demonstrators.
wolle ñanta balannalu
If I am demonstrating like a student
ninte ben na balambaya itandi kan ko talibo
against PIU
ka kam fa itandi PIU la
who tortured or against the state,
wala ka banko kamma
who is there to protect me? What have I done? What are you going to protect me for?
jumale bije ngamuneke bubuna na ulbina pour kante kanta
I don't need any protection.
mansula kantarola
Leave me to emphasize my right.
mbula nganna nyanto tamandi
This is it.
abolem
And when that didn't take place,
ni o manke
government got it wrong.
man sakunda filitale
And now
andun
they
sai
attach
ye mune denga bala
all the bad evils
ye setan kol nin
on,
kujawolu
on demonstration.
balambaya kolla.
So you feel that the state failed
Kansul kay woto yinje ko man sakunda nyim boytale
in its duty to protect the students
ila do koto pour ka talibolu kanta
while they were demonstrating?
biri belaw balambaya kala
Yes, they did.
ye akata wala nyama ha
And you feel that the state is responsible for whatever happened to the students?
amuta yenyim muta ko man sakunda lela lodula mo tele barata nyinna memmen keta talibol la
100%.
bedun wo sinya keme
These meetings that you organized,
aliyo bengolu menu kumandi no
what was the purpose of the meetings?
allah bengolu al dalilo munum muneti
To get ourselves familiar to one another
pour nsa katanda mangol ye nyolong
and to solicit for the service of a lawyer.
pour ka kata fanan ka lawyer nyinin
At that time,
wo tembo
And did you get to achieve that purpose?
alunna taw timmandi le bang
at that time, no, because our meetings were blended.
wo tembo de make no kadu molle kana dunna ben dulal to na bennalu kono men yalon ko e manyantar laji.
Did you feel threatened in any way in achieving what you set out to do?
Nyindung fo inata silanda le soto ko nyin kono pour a lafta menna pour ka o tamandi.
Yes.
Yes, ha.
Let me elaborate a little bit.
But nga domandi mfoje
There was a time
wato sotonta
the commission was staged.
ye alfa kafulondi
Commission.
ya commission londi wolem juber bunda
on this matter,
nyin kuoto
government to look into it
pour man sakunda ya ko kono jibe
to understand what were the causes of death
pour molu sa faham munakata saya lu sababoti
during the demonstration.
birindindingul yo mammangoke
The formation of demonstrations,
ani wo balamba ya lu kafunya
what happens in the demonstrations,
mulekata akonyim fango
they
kono
were looking into it.
iba jube kan
There was a time
watina ata soto
my comments were very harsh
ndela kuma kangolo wolu bambanta
at the commission.
wo juber konyin kono
In those days,
foti lolu la
the local radios were not picking up the news,
na radio bungulu banko kan jangolu mantara kibaro nyin takan
but Observer was writing all stories of the event.
bari observer kibar kayto ba be safe kan
And one day,
lunkiling
I went to work
ndata lokuala
at the bank.
bank bungoto
One guy saw
ka fo me gay so
crime management coordinator.
otumo itelle marta kukurun kolu no masato la
He's not in the country,
ate banko kan sa
but I wish he's here now.
bari ngani asidianyanu nabi jang
What happened here was that
men keta je wolem
he called me upstairs.
ayun kumandi bungo santo bunjang santo
He was there
abije
with the Assistant Inspector General of Police.
ate nim police la kunton ko no lanko
That one didn't talk.
wo mam fem fode
The Inspector General, Assistant Mr. Baji, his name is Baji.
Mr. Baja akonto mu baji
Sankum Baji.
sankum baji le mo atola
I think
akonto
he's still alive.
ngamera hanim biabe baluri
And he may have been hearing me by now.
ando aseke nabe la moy kan ngabe
They called
la
me.
benjela le bi
They called me.
yen kumandi
Jay Sow
jey so
told me that,
ay nyim fonye ko
Bojang,
bojang
why are you not a police officer before?
foyte manke police oti num bi ja foloto
Why do you have to attack the police in the box?
munanna ibe police lu doya la ila kuma ila lodu lato
I told him that this is my civic right.
nka nyim munna nyantoleti
It has nothing to do with that.
amman ku du soto wala karola
I told him that.
nganyim fay ko
I assumed that
nganyim mutako
you are going to join me
ay tebe kafulante
to
man
make sure that
pour ka je ko
the law prevails.
luaya la kango ye lo
But instead you are calling me here
barsila tel kante kumandi jang
for me not to mention of what I have stated
pour nte kana kumolu fo ngamennu fonu
at the commission.
commission nyinto
The cause of that was that
mune yo sabu wala mu
I had a visitor from UK
ngamole soto kumpa borla membota Angleterre
called Mr. Hughes.
ka fa Mr. Hughes
He was a vendor for the bank.
ate mu juloleti pour banque bu ngi
Vendor for the bank.
ate mu banque bu la doku laleti
He came here.
anata jang
I was doing the protocol service for the bank at the time.
wotu mon tele ka doko ke banque pour inimmolu temo
Sometimes I do receive their guests from the airport.
tumodo lun tele katela luntangulu kamana kulunti la
Now-
jidulato
Now, this Mr. Hughes
bari ñi Mr. Hughes
was very close to me
na katata ñola baak
because he was doing similar job of what I'm doing here.
kaatu ate ndebe do ko men na janga fana mbe do ku façon le la be do men
He had a large company.
adum company babulu
Now, there was one Sierra Leonean
Sierra Leone ka do fana bije
called Alex Santiki Kamara.
e ka fay Alex Santigi Camara
who
My
had-
apologies, Mr. Bojan, for cutting you.
yakatu ngela dia mo kuntu
They are not recording what you're saying right now because the electricity is off.
mantara a record kan kaatu kurang du bentale
So we just have to wait a few minutes
na minute dan tabatu
to allow them to regroup
pour isi kolu murundi nan ke choki
and turn on the generator so we can proceed.
ni generator mala si kurang soto betun si tenteng
Mr. Chairman, that's the situation right now.
So I guess we will just have to wait. No suspension, just remain quiet
Yes,
and hope that the electricity will be restored. Thank you.
hopefully.
system is on. Please proceed, Counsel.
Thank you. Mr. Bojang, I apologize for that minor technical issue.
Mr. Bojang,
Now we can proceed with your testimony.
mbe bolo sayla o kunto kama munta masumul la nyale asabu sa incident en sede yarola.
Just before that short break,
Jal ning o kunto bekela
you were telling us about a conversation you had with Jay Sao and Sunkar Baji,
ibe dal na damen tumoyna ibe inin jey so nin sankumbaji be diam kantu momen
during which you were asked why you are attacking the police.
ye nyinin kaji la munanna ibe police lu doya kan.
And you said this was based on the testimony you gave before the commission.
Alu belari dia molle kan emenu fonu o commission follow
Which commission are you referring to?
be commission jumale ma yew bunda men londi o kiskisir bunda
Commission of Inquiry.
men ye menu londe pour ka ko kiskisir wo tumo
Excuse me, which was set to look into these affairs,
Yeah,
April
men-
10 affairs.
ye men londi pour ye april karotil tan kunya lo jibe
And my comment with the police was that
adun tenga men fonu police la karola walem
because all of them were saying that
kadu ibebe afokanko
they don't suit,
itel manki di fay
that the children were having guns within themselves.
ko kidolu be dindingol lebulu
Who made shots?
men ye kido fay
So I asked them,
wala na ngeni ninka
among you the cops,
atel police lu kono
who were the action heroes?
jumañol lem nganaluti kukela nganalu
That mere word,
wo kuma kango dammang
Jesu was not comfortable.
wo mang sono ya jey so fedal
He had to call me to the IG's office
ayam commande IG la office
for me to withdraw such things.
pour nga wo kumolu bayi
I told him never.
nka nenete kela
I would have to continue with it.
mbe continue la ñinela
Who was the IG at that time?
tumale mu IG ti wotumo
Probably Rex King,
a seke Rex Kingti
but
bari
is the DIG
DIG
Sankung Baji
sankumbaji
that I was taken to.
ye nsamba wala ya
You did tell us that all the police stood before the commission and said they did not shoot.
ye ñim fo ñanko wo police lu be lota wo commission kiskis bunda ñaatil mun ko itel manki di fay
What did you make of their statements at that time?
o tembo itel yo kuma façon lu menu fo ite yo ta ñaadile
False.
ku soto balo
And from your opinion, why do you think they were given false opinion,
itela
false statements?
itela miraro to munan na itel kalo ka kuma soto balo lu fo
They don't want to take up responsibility.
e manson pour ka pare ka ila dunota ibarata menna
Do you know if the government took responsibility for what happened in April 10 and 11?
dalo ne bang fo man sakunda fana ye alodula tale bang april karotil tan anin karotil tan nin kilin kolto
What I was made to understand was that
ye nte fahamundi ko menna wala mnyinti ko
the commission
wo kisikisir bunda
ruled
ye nyin kangole londi ko
in the favor of the students,
ye to nyadi talibol lela
that
ko
the security officers
wo kantonin tankada do kulalu
were responsible
itelela baromu
of the act.
ye meng foten ko men ye dindingulu bun ke fa
For a while,
and fo wati sotonta
the former president
membe president yala nu
came up on the television.
anata findinan television to
He said, yes,
afama ko ha
this is what had happened,
nyine keta
but he had indemnified
bare
the officers.
ate ye yamfa bundale londi wo police wo moli men ye dindingulu bun
Who was the former president?
tumale mo president wo tumo
President Yaya AJJ Jammeh.
president yaya AJJ Jammeh
And how did you feel about that particular statement that he had indemnified the officers that were responsible for the act?
o kuma kango ite fanga yata nyadile ka foko aye yamfa dale londi wo moli men yo bundiroke
I did not buy the story.
ma kumota
There is nothing that I can do,
adun fenti jense men keno
but I know justice should come one day.
bari ngalo ne ko to nyabe sabatila le lundo.
You told us earlier in your evidence that the government did pay condolence to you.
Yenyim fonye komanto ko man sakunda isanga konton kibaro ki kanne.
Funnily, yes.
Well, ila silola ha to nyala itella silola.
I assume that,
Na mutako
which I'm sure of,
andum kweta mfango male.
I got 2 letters from them.
Na letter fula le soto
The
ibulu.
other one was signed by a permanent secretary.
Letter do permanent secretary ole ya sign.
That was signed.
Yo me ya sign.
That was signed. That letter was signed.
Yo letter o sign lede.
But the other letter from the president's office
Letter do member the president of office oto.
were not signed.
Mo maulu sign.
It's like a joke.
Mo muntele kodrom fair ko.
And
And wokola.
when they were sending that condolence letter,
Birital be sanga control letter o kilana.
they sent 5,000.
Ye dalasi wuli lulu fanan kina.
That 5,000,
Wo wuli lulo.
I share it to the people
Ngatala molle tema.
who attended the funeral
Menu nata ma be bade oto.
to buy mats
Puru ye basolu sang.
and give it to their mosques.
Ya sambela jamangol ni misirol.
I cannot spend that money.
Ntete o kodo ta no la nga dépense.
And why was that?
Kansul ko munem na yoke.
How can I do it?
Nsa ke no nyadi.
I cannot do it.
Ntete o keno la.
It's like a joke.
Amunta itelu fe alla.
I was not expecting money,
Mantra jikirin kodola.
even if they had to do it.
Hani bakela.
But justice should prevail.
Bari tonya nyanta sabatila.
I cannot return the money to them.
Nte kodo murundi no la itelu
It's
ma.
government's money.
Man sakundala kodolem.
I had to buy mats. I gave it to them. I gave it to the guys who attended the funeral
Menu nata bade oto nga kodo nyindi wolle.
from Bakau, Brikama, and even Farato.
Kabo baka fo birkama fo
At the
fara.
time that let them go and buy mats
Wotembo ko ita basolu sang.
and place it to their mosques
Ya kela misirol ni jamangul ko.
and pray for the dead.
Isi sali furauliye.
You had also shared the letter from the Department of State for Interior and Religious Affairs.
Letero mem fanam bota do ku bundala mem marata banko kan kunya ni dina kuolla yo fanam bankele
And the letter is dated the 19th of May 2000.
andu
2000, sorry.
me karoti tanin kono to 2000 wala be letero nyimbala alungu.
And it's titled Observance of the 40 Days Charity for those students who lost their lives during the demonstrations on 10th and 11th April 2000.
Ando abedendi nyinela pour tiltan nani sada men nyanta kala taliboliye men nu fata April karotil tan anin karotil tan nin killing
Can you
2000 sango kono.
Can you please confirm if you had given me such a letter?
Isa to nya yandi fo yo letter faso dinale.
Yes, I did.
Ha ngawle.
Mr. Chairman, I'll just read the words of the letter
Mr.
to the hearing
Chairman.
of the Commission.
Kuma kangulu men be letero kono mbakara na commission toyala.
The letter states,
Letero nyinko.
Dear bereaved family,
Atelu menu la dimbayalu ban tuta nyinko kono.
on behalf of His Excellency the President Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh,
President toyala Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh.
the government and the people of the Gambia,
Gambia mansa kundane Gambia mulu.
we wish to express once more
Mbe lafila kanyi yitandi kota kesi nyakiling.
our heartfelt condolence on the untimely passing away of your son.
Mben balafa fana yitandi la idimma ala bango Kenya la.
And to assure you of our collective support,
Andun kanyi mbambandi yako mbe ngani ya kiling mbe lorin ke fasa.
sympathy and respect in your hour of grief.
Kana balafa yitandi animbunya watu me yalonko ibe niku ya kono.
In observance of His 40 days charity today.
Puru ala tiltanani sada memmu bilunguti.
As further token of our sympathy,
Puru kana balafa yitandi
we wish to present you with this modest amount of
mbe lafila kanyin yirko kanyandingo dila
$2,500
kulifula
anin
dalasi kemelulu
We would like you to know that through the various church and through the various Muslim and Christian leaders,
mbe lafila yenyul long nyaton kolu la karola menu keta misilimo lin christianoluti
in this delegation,
nyin kafo kono
arrangements have been made for special prayers for the departed souls in all the mosques and churches.
prendirolu ketale pour dua sike nyimmoli menu banta
In the country-
dualu nyanta kala jamengol ni church bungulu kono banko kan
In the country today on Sunday, 21st May 2000.
andu be kala banko kan bi dimasilumu me
And-
karotil muanen kilingo 2000
And it's signed by the Permanent Secretary M.K. Jala.
anum permanent secretary MK Jalo wala ya sign
How did you feel about this letter?
in letter o yata nyaadile
Joke.
nyimbe mu feyaleti
Did you feel that the government did enough to compensate the families of the victims of April 10th and 11th?
yenyin jele ko man sakunda ya ku katale puruka dimbayalu wala molu badingulu ni wululalu buluma sai anyama menula dindingulu banda April karotil tan anin karotil tan kilingo 2000
This was just a joke
nyimbe mu feyaleti tella karola
to support the families
puruka wala dimbayalu dema
and to conduct such prayers.
anin ka dualu ke
I wasn't aware of the prayers.
mambo dualu kalama
It did not occur here in Jambur.
amanke jande jambur
Where did they pray?
duata min tole
I don't know.
mambo kalama
Can you tell us what was the impact of your son's death on you and your family?
idimma la bango a fonyen ay munkule sababu ita fongo nila dimbayalu ma adama yato
It was too much
a sembo warata
because
katu
Lamin's colleagues,
la min kafunyolu
most of them are employed
jama be kono bi be do kola
at a very high position.
e be place balto
I'm getting older now.
mfelembe ke baya kan
Lamin was my next of kin.
la min lemu mbadin sutumuti mensim benta kan
He would have been so dynamic
a tombilun asike moti mens menna ko sobe yata
and start to support the family by now.
adun sai nyanta la fana yada muta purka makoyro di dimbayala
We had a great loss.
mfota fembale la
The whole country
banko mumeo be
and the world at large.
anin dunia be
How did Lamin's mother handle this loss?
la min bama wayin kota nyadile
Nobody among the family
mota dimbaya kono
were comfortable with this.
men yalon ko nyin ko ya asono yate fe
It was very sad.
abala fa warta
You had provided me with a picture of Lamin
yella min natalo dinnale
just so that people can see who Lamin was.
tum molu saje jumale mulaminti num
And this is the picture you gave me of Lamin.
ñinum natalo ti yella min la natalo men dinna
It's the only copy I have, Mr. Chairman.
ñin doron ne mu natalo ti membe mbulu Mr.
So I'll just hold it up so that the camera can get a zoom in.
mbamutala pour camera tiolu isi ila camera ta yalo akang
Then I'll send it round to the commissioners.
tumo sina ki commissioner liye
That's it.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to tender it later on.
Mr. Chairman mbela fela na kaito ñin dun ñin natalo dundi
Along with the list
attending tolu be safarin kaito membala
and the letter from the Ministry of Interior, Department of State for Interior.
anin letero membota do ko bunda la menu mata banko kan kunyalla
Just so that we can move on,
purun si tenten no
can you tell us personally
a fonyen ite fango la karola ite fango bulu
what the impact of this incident on you?
ay mune sababu ite fangoma akonyin.
Well, further down to my meetings with crime management coordinator Gay Sow,
nin jey sow memata kukurungulu ko no masato lanna bengolu tenten nya.
At that time I bailed a British national
Wotembo nga Angleterre dingo do bel
who was bugged by a con man called Alex Santiki Camara.
me yalon ko tapale mo wala ya nene ikafo me Alex Santigi Camara.
And trick and steal him with $180,000.
Aya nene aya la kodo sunya dalasi wuli keme dalasi wuli tansai.
That guy
Wamo
was bailed by me
ntele nata bail
because Alex was a trickster.
kadu Alex ate mutapale woleti kamolu nene.
The Sierra Leonean police
Sierra Leone la police olu
were looking for him.
ibanyi nin kanne fango.
He had a diamond deal with this British guy.
Ate ninyi Angleterre dingo luluo diamond wole la kodunte itema.
And it was false.
Andu yara tapale ya bole la nung.
He connived and made the British as a friend.
Ay ferocity ko Angleterre dingo ka aterity.
He lied to the British
Ay fanialu foye
that
ko
he is from Sierra Leone.
kata bota Sierra Leone le.
There are some shopkeepers
Bitiki tiolu bije
who he has to settle
men ya lon ka nyanta wolle jola
large amount of money.
ko di jamala
What he wanted from the British
alafta men na British olu bulu
is for the man to write an authority to him
puru si safero ke ka kaito safe
That
ka
he
ko
was-
woye kango dia telela
that he was going to pay him
ko wo bate jola le
180,000
wo be a jola dalasi wuli keme dalasi wuli tansai
so that when he sold that to the shopkeepers,
puru nayo itandi nyim bitikiti olula
they will allow him to roam free in town
puru sabula ay yayi sate okono je wa fambulu
because the shopkeepers will be expecting that
kadu bitikiti olu be jikila nyine la ko
this man has some money somewhere
nyim kodo be nyim bulule dulato
to pay that amount.
puru ka onanga mojo
Now instead,
yo bari bitunga na take ko
he waited
ayebatu
till he knew the day that the British was going to fly.
hanfo ayalo lumme wo Angleterre ko be sayla
Alex went to the police station
Alex Tata police
with the article that the man wrote for him.
anin kaito kendingo yemen safe aye
He took it to the station.
aya samba station o
He was crying to the police
abe kumbola police olu
that there is a
nyaati
British
ko British o bijang
who's supposed to settle him 180,000.
menyanta ate jola kodo la wuli
And now
kemo
the
wuli
British is
Tanzania.
going to is leaving the Gambia now.
Andu felento operator Gambia bula la sai
The police
police olu
follow up the man
ya ko no masata
at the hotel.
hotel auto
He was from sleep.
abe sino la yakuning
When they knocked the British guy,
biri yakuning
he woke up
a wulita
and saw 4 policemen standing before him.
ay police ke nani je lori nga nyati le
And the man was crying.
kendingo be lori nga be kumbola
Now,
saying
Mr. Hughes,
Mr. Hughes
the British,
o nying
asked them what's going on.
ay nyinin ka mune be caring
Then Alex, the man's, the Sierra Leonean name is called Alex.
ate Sierra Leone ko ka fo me
He
Alex
told the man that, don't you know what's going on?
ka fo fe malo mune be
Who
caring
wrote this paper?
dumale nyin kaito
You're
sa
supposed to pay me 180,000.
nyanta njola wuli ko
And now you want to take a flight to go to UK.
sai te la fata la kulunti la
You must settle me today.
be njola bile
And the police arrested the man
police o de kende mumuta
and took him to the station.
ya samba police kunda
He was urinating in the trouser.
ay sumuna la kurto ko
He was not expecting that.
ana hakilte o kanu
He was at the station.
be station auto
He came with another partner
aninga kafu nyodo nata
who was going to install CCTV
menyanta ni mo juberan camera lu posela
at the bank.
bank moto
Now that guy called me.
wayen kumandi
He told me that
Mr. Boja, my apologies for cutting you.
hake do ngin kundute nya
I can see that you really want to tell this story,
nalon ne lafta nyin kumo satala
but we are a few minutes short of our break.
adum minute dantale tuta pour na break
So I'd just like you to briefly give us the details as to how it has impacted you,
laftale ya fonyen akonyi men sababu
so that we'll take our break and move on.
isaje nsina dahawa to ta ngatenteng
The man went to UK.
manu akewñin tata Angleterre
Because of my comment,
katu ngakuma kango memfo
they so raised it up
jey so yo kumo bondi
and arrested me,
ayen temuta
delayed me,
ayen sindi je
charged me,
ayen charge
and
ayen
took me to court.
ayen samba court
I had to pay lawyer Mene.
nga lawyer manager
Lawyer Drame was aware. Miss Drame was aware.
Miss lawyer Drame abota kalama
They took me to court.
yen samba court
I appeared in court over 5 times.
mfundita court bunda nyati lingola si
Lawyer Mene was my lawyer.
lawyer menele munna lawyer
I won the case.
nga ko nyin
The
gagné
case was acquit and discharged.
ye ko nyim bondi kiti bunda
The police were asked to reimburse me
ko police oli njo
for wasting my
pour ye
time.
na time moment
But I was charged criminally
bari kuruya silola yen kalami
for
pour
bailing somebody who failed to appear.
ka mo bel memang fintina
The bail was forfeited
belo nyen ya bay
and I stood to face the court.
lota ka kiti bunda nyati
I was freed.
na tambula ye mfirita
So you
Because
feel,
of this April 10.
nyin april karotil tang po wala fango yo sabu
Because of my comment with the police at the commission.
kadu ngakuma kango mem fo police oli commission oto
you feel that because of the manner in which you were fighting the cause for April 10 and 11,
amunda nyinje ko ibe ko tama kanya mem pour april karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilingo
you were targeted and persecuted by the police.
amunda wole ya kendi police oli nyalo e kan ye bitu wulte kam hanfo ye dundi diamo kono.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bojang.
Numbara bake Mr. Bojang.
We'll take our break now.
Ben daha tala sayin.
And when we come back, we'll move on to the witch hunt incident.
Limuruta nang insita buade mapoluto.
Mr. Chairman, it's time for the break.
Mr. Chairman, daha wato sita.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Bojang.
Limbara Council, limbara Mr. Bojang.
We'll take the break and come back at 10:12. Meeting is adjourned.
Mbe daha tala ngamuruna nintalantal nimfula tambita miniti tang.